You know, it's wild to think back to 2007 before smartphones ruled our lives and when Netflix sent DVDs in the mail. YouTube back then was basically a dumping ground for random videos, not the land of professional creators we see now.
That era feels light years away now. It's almost hard to imagine, but MySpace was the spot, and internet culture just felt like a free-for-all. Back then, uploading a silly video to YouTube was like tossing a message in a bottle into the ocean. No one really expected anything to go viral the way things do today.
Exactly, and that looseness is part of what set the stage for all kinds of weird, legendary content. Speaking of which, there was this one video that managed to become an internet mystery, Big Star Secret. It totally embodies the chaotic energy of those early days.
Oh, absolutely. The way things just vanished back then, with next to no archiving, meant lots of stuff was lost to time. Big Star Secret is such a perfect example of that lost media phenomenon, something that just explodes in popularity and then evaporates, leaving everyone scratching their heads.
You know what's funny? So much of the Big Star Secret legend actually goes back to playground rumors about Super Mario 64. Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, everyone thought Luigi was secretly hidden in the game, all because of this blurry statue plaque.
That rumor was everywhere. I remember reading forums where people swore up and down you could unlock Luigi by doing some ridiculous task, like collecting every coin or beating the game backwards. It was honestly like a digital urban legend.
Totally. And then you had people making fake tutorials sometimes with a nasty twist. That's where screamers came in. One minute you're following instructions, the next you're jump scared by some screeching zombie face. Those videos were internet booby traps.
I fell for one of those screamers once. My heart practically stopped. The infamous K-Fi car commercial was a staple, lulling you in, then bam! It's weird to think how something as innocent as a Mario tutorial could suddenly become nightmare fuel.
So Big Star Secret wasn't just another screamer, it became infamous because it just vanished. After racking up hundreds of thousands of views, it pretty much disappeared from YouTube, which only fueled the fire.
Exactly. And that's when the legend really took off. People started questioning if they'd even seen it or if it was collective false memory. It's almost like the Mandela effect. Everyone remembered different details, but no one could find any proof.
Yeah, message boards and old forum threads were full of folks desperately trying to find the video. One person even remembered the uploader disabling comments and putting up a note about taking the video down due to hate, and still no actual footage.
It just became this shared obsession. I think what's fascinating is how the absence of the video made it even more legendary. The hunt became almost as famous as the screamer itself.
The search for Big Star Secret hit another level in 2020 when the Lost Media Wiki community launched their first official hunt. Suddenly, you had dozens of amateur detectives combing through obscure archives, old playlists, and even contacting the original uploader.
Seeing a whole community unite over a missing video is honestly amazing. People were finding old thumbnails, screenshots, and even a reaction video where a kid gets scared by the screamer like recovering internet fossils.
And then Lotus Man 17, the original creator, actually surfaced and confirmed a ton of details, from the music he used to how he tweaked Mario's appearance with mod tools. I can't imagine how surreal it must have been for him to see people still obsessed with his prank years later.
It's equal parts funny and heartwarming. He made it out of boredom, and suddenly he's at the center of this massive internet search party. But even with all those new clues, no one had the actual video file, so the hunt still wasn't over.
The way people got creative trying to recover the video is wild. One searcher, Sinindexmon, came up with the idea that old PCs might still have cached YouTube files if the computer crashed or was unplugged during playback. That's some internet archaeology right there.
It's ingenious. Most people would never think to dig through decades-old temp folders, but that's what it took. There were a bunch of near misses. One guy's hard drive literally started smoking, which is tragic but also kind of darkly funny.
Then the miracle happened. A user named Peter stumbled on a temp folder, and thanks to a fluke, his PC had kept every video he'd ever watched. That's how, after years of dead ends, A 40-second chunk of the original video was finally recovered.
The odds of that happening are just bonkers. But what really blew my mind was that the video everyone remembered as a Luigi tutorial wasn't even about Luigi. It was about the star statue in Mario 64. Just shows how memories can morph over time.
So, after all the detective work and community effort, it's kind of poetic that Big Star's secret turned out to be both less and more than people expected. It's not fully found, but those recovered seconds have inspired a whole new wave of lost media hunts.
Honestly, the real legacy might be the community that formed around it. People who started out searching for a jump scare became genuine friends, trading stories and techniques. It's amazing how a silly screamer video could spark such dedication.
Who would have guessed, back in the YouTube Wild West, that a single deleted prank could change lives and bring together so many passionate folks? Now there's a wiki, dedicated discords, and people urging anyone with an old computer to check for hidden treasures.
If there's one thing to take away, it's that internet history is fragile, but also, you never know when a little persistence and maybe some luck will bring a piece of it back. And hey, if you think you've got a relic on your old hard drive, now's the time to check.